All right, today guys, I'm going to show you how to do some real basic stuff here using this website pixel art. We are going to be making some pixel art. Okay, so this first assignment, we're just going to be making a favicon, which are these little symbols next to the name of a website in the bookmarks tabs or sometimes in the URL bar here. And so here is pixel art's favicon, this little heart. You can see a little closer here. And this is it. So it's, I think there's 16 by 16 pixels, it said there. And we got some, pretty much all we need to make one of these little things. Okay, so we'll look at a couple different tools here. We've got this gradient tool. You can choose two different colors. There we go. Let's pick these two colors here, and we can stretch a gradient across this. You can see as it starts wherever I start my mouse. I can start here and click down, and make this however I want it to go here. I'm going to start in this corner and bring it all the way across. Now I'm using just this like free version here. You might have little ads that pop out, which is kind of annoying, but it's free. What can we expect, right? So here is our layers palette. We click this little plus. We're going to create a new layer. We can turn these off and on. Okay, so on this layer, I'm going to use my pencil. I'll just show you the brush first. Let's go to black and white. And we can see this brush is kind of big here because our canvas is so small, right? Just these tiny little pixels. But in theory, we could be painting with this brush. And I'm going to edit undo this thing. So to do that, we are going to go, oh, it's right here, Control Z. There we go. I don't use this very often. Redo. Get out of there. Okay, so we're going to use this pencil tool for most of what we're going to be doing. And you can see the pencil tool is just going to paint in an individual pixel. Okay? Undo, 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 undo. So let's just do something really simple that will be sort of recognizable here. And we want to try to make it centered or symmetrical if there's going to be some symmetry, but so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pixels in from that side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pixels in there, and maybe I'm going to do this. Let's switch colors. And we can go back to black, create, it's going to be some sort of face here, I think. Could go with just like a modified standard smiley face if we want. 1, 2, 3. Oh, oh. There we go. Don't know if I like that nose. So let's just erase this thing. So we can erase it like that because we made a new layer, right? If we were on this layer and we tried to erase it, we'd erase our gradient, and that would be difficult to fix, right? Because we'd have to figure out exactly what color was in there, especially because it's a gradient. Okay, so we definitely don't want to paint on this background layer. We always want to put things on new layers if we can. And in hindsight, I probably should have put these things on different layers, because if we take our move tool, you can see I can move this around, but they're all together. Let's make another new layer. I'll just show you here. If we make a nose like this, we decide we want to move it, we can get our move tool and kind of move it around, right? And let's just see what this looks like for now. All right, so we can kind of get a little bit of an idea here with this. I kind of want to use the same color somewhere else. Use my color picker tool, and because we've got purple on the top here, just to kind of make it look balanced. You can see when I look over at this smaller version, I don't know why. I feel like we want to, you know what? Just because I want purple down here, I'm going to put these. It's going to make him look like a vampire, which is kind of fun. Because this really didn't have any much personality going on before that. Or maybe like a saber-toothed tiger or something. Or drool. Does it look like he's just got goo coming out of his mouth now? Like he's drooling? Kind of does. I'm not sure which is more fun. Let's leave it like this. All right. And so as we're working on this, we're going to save it as purple drool master. We'll click OK. And that's going to automatically download this thing onto my computer, into my downloads folder. I'll have to go fetch it there later. And if we wanted to open it again, let's see. Hopefully it worked. Let's clear this thing out. There we go. And now let's see if we can open it. Desktop, nope, document, downloads. Purple Drool Master.pixel. Notice this is the file extension .pixil, so I'm assuming it's only openable by this program, right? It's a proprietary format. This will clear the current canvas. Yep, that's okay. It's going to erase everything. We have nothing here. All right, and there we go. And it saved our layers and everything, which is fun. Happy Drooly. Happy Drooly. We can turn that into a little GIF here next. All right. But for now what we're going to do, we are going to, if we're done, let's say we're happy with this thing, we're going to download as a PNG or GIF, and we're going to leave the size the way it is because that is the size of our Favicon. I'm going to, you can see it looks, I think it'll fix next time I kind of look at this thing. There we go, when I get a preview of it. Okay, we've got our tiny Favicon, and you can see, oh, I can't get any smaller. It's about the size, well, exactly the same size as any other Favicon that you'll see. Just a little heart. Okay, so the trick to making these is you've got to make it simple enough that it's going to look good at this tiny little size, and also kind of interesting enough so that it's got, so that has a reason to exist, sort of, right? So that it is interesting enough so as not to turn people off of your website, and it should relate obviously to the website. So this is kind of like this one, this pixel art, the whole website's about making like pixel-based artworks, and you can do larger sizes on here, up to 700 pixels square. Just to show you, we'll make a 500 square one here, and you can see we could do other things like this. Let's fill this in with our paint bucket. Okay, and so we can definitely do here. We take a look at the brush a little bit better. Anyway, oh, what's this tool? Here we go. Brush size. I knew there must have been something here. There we go. Okay. All right, good. So here's some cool, there we go. Lots of different settings here, very nice. Back to our layers. Also, we can change the opacity of our layer, which I didn't mention earlier. And sorry, I got distracted there. I was going to talk about the pixel art Favicon, which I think is kind of a cool little icon there because it's obviously made of pixels, and it's a little heart, like we love pixels. and they want you to love their program. So I think it makes a lot of sense, and looks nice and simple. It's attractive. It makes sense with their website. Nice.